Hi, my name is Rennie Misso, and I'm with Artistic Hand Lettering in the great Sun City West. And for our mixed media lesson this week, I was inspired by, I wish I could think of her last name, I just call her Vicky P. And Vicky P is an art journal YouTube star who lives in Greece. And she did this page where she actually put a zipper inside of a page, and I just thought putting a zipper inside of a page was a really good idea. This was the page that I made ahead of time before making this video just to make sure I could do this, and I did it a couple weeks ago, and it wasn't odd to say I went with a sewing theme. Always have fun with fashion, dress to entertain yourself, and obviously I do that. So but this was the page I made, and this was putting the zipper in. So this gave me an idea of a page I've wanted to make for a very long time that is really zipper related. So for today's page, I'm going to show you how to put a zipper in a page. I guess I'm calling this class Zip It. So I'm going to put this aside. This is just showing you kind of what we're going to do. And then, so this video won't be too long, I did a few things ahead. I'm going to turn this around. I did a few things ahead. The first thing that I did was make this background, and when I'm getting out my Diane Reevely liquid spray paints, I make a lot of backgrounds just because it's kind of a mess. So that's what I use to make this background for the most part. The yellow and the green are the Diane Reevely paints with stencils. And then afterwards I decided, when I knew I was going to make this zipper page, I wanted to have some red and blue on it because I'm going with a heart theme, and the red and blue symbolize the blood for me. So when I was deciding I was going to make this page, let me get a pen. Let me find my Sharpie. Here it is. When I decided I was making this page with a zipper on it, I decided I wanted to make it look like my husband's heart surgery. So, and then when I had this page, it made me think, oh, but the paint will run if I put paint on it. So what I did, and I'm just going to go around, was in pencil lines, I drew what I considered to be a very loose rendition of my husband Nick's body. And this is where the zipper's going to go. So here's his, this is where his heart's going to be. This is his body. This is one side of his body. This is the other side of his body. Coming up like this. And then there's his arm going down. And then here's his shoulder, sort of. Okay. So if you look at this very closely, I don't know if it'll show on the video, but what I ended up doing was everything that's inside that I'm going to paint a skin color, I already covered with matte medium. And I put matte medium on there because it puts a clear coating on there that will keep this paint from running. If I didn't do that, then I'm pretty sure the green and the yellow would run into my skin colored paint, which I have right here, and make a really terrible color. So, okay, so with no further ado, I'm quickly gonna paint this. It's not gonna take long because they're all easy lines. But if my husband's not this dark, but I tell you, he was a young man when he had his open heart surgery. He had 5 replacements. Like they had to take a vein from his arm and a vein from his leg. And his surgery took 9 hours. And the doctor said if he had not come in when he did, he would have died of a major heart attack within the next year. So I'm really thankful that my husband listened to his nagging wife, who said, hey, you've got bad family history. You should go get your heart checked out. Boy, this is a terrible skin color. And after this is all over, I probably will lighten it up and make it look a little more dimensional. But for now, I just want you to get the idea that this is a body. Everywhere I'm painting brown, which he is Greek, so who knows? He's a little darker than the average guy, maybe. Not Irish looking, but here you go. So this is Nick's body. This is Nick's arm. Nick is sleeping right now as I make this video because he has to work tonight. What's interesting about the heart and my husband's heart case in specifically is that when the doctor went in, his surgery was a 9-hour surgery doing this quintuple bypass. But when he went in there, he saw that Nick's heart was so clogged that it formed a natural bypass. It did something, the tissue in his heart did something to allow blood to go through. And I just think that's absolutely fascinating that his heart did that. And the doctor also said if it hadn't done that, he wouldn't be alive today because his heart just wasn't pumping. So there you go. And in the interest of time, I of course have to dry this. If I can figure out how to edit it out, I will. But as you know, technology is not my friend. Do you loosely see a body there? That's the question of the day. Here's the body, here's the arm. All right, I gotta get my heat tool, which is right here. And I'm mainly gonna dry the side that we're working on. We're not working on this side so much, so let me just dry this. Living in Arizona, I usually use the Arizona Sunshine to dry my products, and I work on something else until then. But I really am excited to show you how to put a zipper in a page. And there's probably all sorts of reasons you could put a zipper in there. I'm trying to think of what Vicky P, what her zipper was for. I can't remember. I'm very impatient. I hate to wait for stuff to dry, but it would not be good if I went on without this page at least being dry. Okay. So when I say we're going to put a zipper in there, where'd it go? This is the zipper that we're going to put in there. So the first thing I'm going to do is just cut on this black line. I don't know why I feel I have to stand up to cut this out, but I certainly do. Seems really strange cutting a big piece off of your page. And guess what? I will save this and use it on something else. You know it. Okay. So, what you have to do to make this work, well, what I'm going to do, just to tell you, I'm going to finish off the page probably off camera, and I'll put a picture of it on our Facebook page or send it an email. But this is what's going to be right here. Thursday, April 6th, 2006 was the year that he had his surgery. So I'm gonna put that up here. I took this out of the ICU room when he came out of surgery. So that hangs on my refrigerator every day of the year as a reminder of the day that saved my husband. So when you're putting a zipper in there, the way you do it, let's see if we can unzip it all the way down maybe. Let's see. Because we kind of want the top of the zipper to line up with the top of the page. So I've got to zip it up a little bit. And then when I tuck it down in there, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, hope it's dry enough, and I'm going to turn the page, and I'm going to put glue, very easy, I'm just going to put glue all around. Weird. It's a sunny day here in Arizona. Of course my glue doesn't work. Come on. I usually poke the holes and stuff before I start filming, but not this time. Be right back. Okay. We'll see if I'm smart enough to edit that out or not. Now, I'm just putting a fair amount of glue there on the opposite side. So FYI, we're going to use the page underneath as well for this because I have to glue my heart on that page and then I'll glue the whole thing together. But for now, I'm just going to put the zipper in place. And it's really as easy. Come on. There it is. So there's the, see how the zipper part is down? So now that I know that that part's in place, I'm just gonna put my zipper on the paper. And there it sits. And I'm going to turn my page to make sure that I can see the teeth of the zipper, and I can. I probably want to see a little less, and I'm not worried about this white glue there because it is going to dry. See that? Oh my gosh, I love this so much. It's a zipper. It's a zipper in a chest. So here's the zipper part. That will sit down like that. And then what I'm going to do, oh my gosh, you're going to love this. Look at this. I printed this heart off of the internet, and I'm going to cut it. You just have to make sure that the background is as big as your V-shaped zipper area. But I just found the picture of this heart on the internet. You can find anything on the internet. And as far as the zippers, of course you can get them at Bob's Variety or Walmart or any place like that. Now you know me, I got a bag of zippers at the Goodwill for $2.49. So this is about where I want that to go. See that? So what I'm going to do, maybe move it up a little bit. And the bummer is when you print something off, sometimes you get who took the picture or whatever, and I really don't want that on there, but I've got a really good solution if I can find the little piece I made to cover that. But I want the heart to sit about here, so I'm going to turn this page, and then I'm going to take my pencil and just do this. And then I'm going to use my matte medium to attach it to the page. And I choose matte medium over my glue just because with a paintbrush I can get a much thinner coat. Let's see if I can wash that brush. Okay, so I can move this now and I can put my paint, still have a little bit of paint on there, but that's no big deal. This is where my heart's gonna go. And then you got to keep in mind you want it to sit flat, and this is one of the things that keeps it from sitting flat, this bottom part. This is glued on and these are glued on. This is not glued on. So nobody's going to see it. So guess what? I'm just cutting it off so that it will sit flatter. Let me go see if I can find my little things. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's turn this over and see that it's exactly where I want it to be. Oh my gosh, I love that. And yes, it is exactly where I would want it to be. So I'm just going to turn this over and I'm going to paint on. This is a dirty matte medium, but it doesn't matter because nobody's going to see it. And this page had a tear in it anyway, so it was the perfect page to do this with. So this just has all the glue, all the matte medium on there. And then I'm going to stand up. And there is my zipper on a page. I still don't like this part, and I cut out something to put there. Let me run over and see if I can find it. It's small, and I forgot I cut it out, so it might have fallen on the floor. I'll be right back. Can't find it. Interestingly, I can't find the little piece I bought to put there, but you'll see it on the end when I end this video. Gosh darn it. I cut out a little piece of gold that says Jesus on it. So I was going to put Jesus in Nick's heart. So I thought that was kind of a neat idea. And of course I misplaced Jesus. How sad is that? But this is how you put a zipper in a page, and I think it is a fabulous, unique idea for an art journal page. So now, when you turn the page, you're going to turn both these pages because they're glued together tight. So I'm going to finish this page up off camera, and I will post it on our page. So I'd love to see everybody trying to zip it and put a zipper in their page. Have a great day.